Welcome, our darling viewers. You are watching the Juvenile Corner right here on Ambodtv station. The Juvenile Corner is simply a space for us, the youth, as well as the kids, where we can portray ourselves, showcase our talents, and also showcase our skills. So today, I'm with you as your host, Lino Naniza. And with me, I have two very important and powerful guests who I'll introduce to you after this short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. As I said before, I have two very important guests, and one of them is Brother Terry. Brother Terry, you are welcome on studio today.
Thank you so very much for having me here in the studios. I really appreciate it.
So, viewers, Brother Terry here is from a club known as Good News Club. Brother Terry, can you tell me as well as the viewers more about the Good News Club?
Oh, by the way, I am even the vice chairperson of the Good News Club. So this club is based on imparting knowledge in youth and in kids, because there is this saying to say children are the future leaders of tomorrow. So as a group, we are based on imparting knowledge in children, for they are the future leaders of tomorrow.
Okay, so we have heard about the Good News Club, and now we'll dive into the topic of discussion for today, which is a very interesting topic which has been bothering us, the youths especially. But first, before we dive into that, I have a question. That question will lead us into the topic. This question is one which has been going through most of the youth's mind, and also the children. This question is simply, who should I obey? Many of the times we've been told to say you should obey this person, obey that. But today, Brother Terry, I'd like to ask, and I'm sure many of the viewers want to know, who must they obey?
Okay, thank you very much. So even the Bible has said that children obey your parents. So there are many people that we should obey, but parents are one of them. But
Okay.
There are certain circumstances whereby you don't have parents. So you ask me a question to say, or the viewers there, they can ask me a question to say, what of me? I am an orphan, or I am a street kid. I don't have parents. Who should I obey? So for those people who don't have parents, they can obey their teachers at school. They can obey the elderly people, those people who have authority over them.
Okay, so we have heard even the Bible says in Colossians, Ephesians, as well as Hebrews to say we should obey our parents as the only commandment that has a promise. But I have a question on that. Since you're saying that we should obey our parents as the youths, I'm sure many of the viewers also wonder. You're saying that we should obey our parents and people in authority. But what if those same parents who were meant to obey are telling us to do something immoral, which is very much far away from the Lord's presence? Like if we refer to what's going on social media platforms, on TV platforms, and as well as radio stations, we have been hearing of a rise in defilement cases. So what if those same people who we are meant to obey try to defile us? What can we do in such a situation?
Okay, so in that situation, you should not obey. For example, in the case of Joseph, the wife to Potiphar wanted to defile him, but he did not obey just because Potiphar's wife, he has authority over him, but instead he ran away. So even us as youth and as children, we should not obey if parents or people have authority over us, they want to attempt us into defilement.
Okay, so we have heard that we shouldn't obey if they try to defile us. But what of those people who are actually being defiled? Every night, the father would go to the daughter and sleep with her. Or maybe a pastor defiles the church member every night just because that church member is vulnerable. What can you say to those people?
So what I can say on those issues is that we need to report. In every community, we have the police station. So let us make use of those things. They are not there just to make the environment to be well designed, but they are there to be used. So if you are being defiled each and every day, each and every night, that's why we have those policies. You need to go and post those issues. Don't take it for granted just because it's your father, then you stay on it, but you need to report to the police.
Okay, so we have to report. Now, what if we report a case, like in many situations, you would report a case to the police station, and the next day you would see that that person who was arrested is freely moving in the society. What can you do in such a situation?
So as I said, we have many organizations which deals with those things. We have different organizations such as even as the Good News. Well, even as we deal with those issues. So if you find that if you went and you reported and the person was released from the police, so you can come and you can report to us, and us we can help you to go maybe to report that issue to the courts of law so that it can be taken into consideration.
Okay. So now, since you're saying that even you as the Good News Club, people can reach out to you and report such cases, how can they find you? Like, how exactly can they reach out to you?
Okay, so us as the Good News Club, we usually meet on Sunday in Mapalo when you just reach at Catholic Church, the same St. Charles Wanga. You will give out the numbers and you can call us on those numbers, and then we can come and pick you from there. And if you have issues concerning defilement, don't hesitate. We'll give out the numbers and you can contact us and we will really assist you. That's why we are here.
Okay, so I'm sure the viewers have heard how they can reach you. Now, in most cases, people blame the defiler or the perpetrators, and they don't even take a look at the victims. Many of the times when a father defiles the daughter, the people would start stoning the father and saying all sorts of things about him. But don't you think that in most cases, it's usually the girls or the victims who are at fault?
Yes, they are. Even somehow the girls they contribute, or the same victims they contribute. Just imagine you are living with your uncle and then you are putting on a miniskirt. Just imagine that uncle is a man, but how can you be putting on a miniskirt? That same uncle will be attracted to that, and at the end of the day, he shall defile because you have advertised yourself to that uncle. So that's why I can give an example. When you go out there, you find that they are advertising the things that they are selling. Maybe tomato they are advertising. As a result, they are advertising so that people they can buy those things. So if you are putting on a miniskirt, that simply means you are advertising yourself, which means you want someone to come and defy you. So as youths, let us mind of the way we dress. We can blame the defilers, but somehow we can put the blame on ourselves because the way we are dressing, we are not dressing appropriately. So if we can dress appropriately, we can fight this issue of defilement.
Okay, so about the dressing, it's usually occurs with us, the youths. Now, what of the children? Because in other cases, you might hear that a 6-year-old or maybe a 4-year-old, even babies these days are being defiled by parents and other elderly people. Can you also say that it's because of their dress code?
No, it is not because of that dress code, but there are some that that is this Pemba proverbs which says that meaning because of one person not dressing appropriately, you make those people who are even dressing appropriately to be put into trouble. Because what happens is like this: if a man sees you are not dressing appropriately, you get that picture. So as you go home or as you go anywhere, you start imagining the same way you saw you was not dressing appropriately. When he goes and looks at any woman, you imagine the same picture. So in the same way, if you are those people are not dressing appropriately are the one who are making those young children to be put into troubles. Because when the man looks at anyone, you just imagine the same picture that he saw.
Okay, I'm sure the viewers are wondering and still have a question in their minds to say, this issue that has been raised to say there is a certain witch doctor telling fathers, telling pastors, telling men to say when they defile their children or sleep with their children, their young ones, and they'll have money. In short, all about rituals. So to those people who are listening to that same issue, what can you say to those men?
So the advice that I can give you parents out there and those people who have heard these rumors, there is this saying which is there to say there is no sweet without sweat. So there is only sweet when you sweat. So you need just to work hard for you to enjoy life. Don't follow these rituals because there are no benefits in them. So you need just to work hard. If you work hard, and all shall go well with you. And be patient. The Bible says, "Wait upon the Lord, and at His light time He shall make it happen." So we need just to work hard, to be focused, and to be patient. For the Lord shall make it happen at His appropriate time.
Okay, so Brother Terry, what words or what can you tell those people, especially the parents? Because in many situations, you would find that a parent who is the mother may know that the daughter is being defiled by the father, but would keep quiet just because that father is the breadwinner. Or maybe the aunt knows that her husband, who is the uncle to the child, is defiling her. And yet she would keep quiet because she knows that if she reports, then the family will starve or poverty will reign in the household. What words do you have to those people?
So what I can say to those people who are fearing to go and report these issues, just go and report. Be confident, because they say if you just you are sitting on those issues each and every night, they are defiling you, and then you are failing to go and report, you will die, because this same defilement brings about different sicknesses. So what I can say to those people who are being defiled day and night, they should go and report. As for you, the parents, you should not keep those issues as a secret. Instead, you should go and report them. Don't fear that you will starve or bad things will happen to you, but just go and report, because we have different organizations that takes care of such victims, like the social welfare. If you go and report, they will keep, if you don't have where to stay because your uncle is arrested, they will keep you. They have houses where they will keep you from. So we need just to go and report. Don't fear that you will starve or bad thing will happen to the family, but just go and report the issues.
So I'm sure our darling viewers have heard from Brother Terry from the Good News Club about how you can address this same issue of defilement. But as I said earlier, I have two important guests. So this was one of them, and the other will be here with me on the Juvenile Corner in a short while. Stay tuned.
Just to achieve satisfaction.
Stop defiling children. Defilement, an issue too big to be issued, but wide like a tissue. In our generation, a narration on this situation has been made into a presentation of defilementation.
Stop defiling children.
Hey, Mr. Degrader, Demeaner, Destroyer, and Defiler, I have a word for you. How do you feel when taking the integrity, dignity, and virginity of a girl young enough to be your daughter? Chimudala na ndevu. Na tupikwati ni njovu. Mulungu alanganepo.